Alright, well hello everybody out there. Crake and Bake here with another episode of I Definitely Know What I'm Doing. Doing some Minecraft out here in our cryptid themed outpost. Our natural observatory. So hope everybody out there's having a good day so far. Having a kind of impromptu stream here. As you may notice from the title, it is nap time. And for anyone who's been around for a nap time stream before, basically the rule is as long as the toddler is asleep, toddler now, not baby, as long as the toddler is asleep, we'll get to keep hanging out and streaming. But then as soon as she wakes up, decides that nap time is done, then I gotta jump off right away. It was a little rough going down, but hopefully she'll still at least stay down for about an hour. It's usually about a good nap's length. Because of course I want to make sure she's getting good rest. But if we're lucky, then she'll even stay down for about 2 hours. That's kind of the goals for her age and things right now anyways. So anyways, we'll just see how it all works out. Also, as you probably noticed from the title, our goal today is to go searching for some diamonds. So we'll get our gear back on, and I've already got some pickaxes, and we've got some dirt. We're also just kind of generally low in supplies, so our iron supply has dwindled, our coal here isn't very high. So hopefully we'll get some of that too while we're out and about in the caves. But of course diamonds are kind of the next step we want. It'd be great to get some all diamond armor, that way we can go out and really start fighting some mobs without being quite so worried. It'd also be nice to get an enchanting table set up, and then a diamond pickaxe is actually probably my biggest goal, because I want to start making some obsidian. Then we could maybe get an ender, or not an ender, well, an ender chest would be nice, but also then a portal to the nether. Just kind of going on to our next step of adventuring along in our cryptid theme here. A big thing too, we're just kind of generally running low on, the mineable resources, so different stones and things, which I would like to use for some of the decorations around our base here. It is looking pretty sharp though after our last tune-ups that we got, getting this little ledge going along with the staircases. Oh, what the heck? You're like just barely not out in the sun. There you go. Now you're burning to a crisp. Oh, gosh, you can hit me though? Yeah, let's see if we can... Yep. Haha! In our duel against the skeleton, we are indeed victorious here. Alright, well, hopefully we won't have too terrible many of those battles going on once we're down in the mines, but you never do know what happens once you get down there. Don't think he even dropped anything cool for me. Dang. Maybe an arrow. Yeah, I don't think we had this many arrows when we started. And definitely didn't have this. Oh, nope, it already went away. The arrow that was sitting in our shoulder. Alright, well, let's see. So I think we have the supplies we need for going on this. We've got lots of potatoes. We've got a decent number of torches, water bucket just in case we hit some lava, especially for searching for diamonds. We definitely can run into that being an issue. We will take along with a crafting table, and it would be good to maybe have like a chest set up too, just kind of more about where we're going to use as our entrance for this next spot. Do we have much for... I don't think we have a lot for making chests. Can we make... yeah, just one. So bring along a chest. We've got a decent number of sticks, and we'll get plenty of cobblestone, so we'll be able to replenish our axe supply and things while we're down. Oh, probably bring a ladder or two. Nah, we'll just use scaffolding with like dirt and stuff. Yup. All right. I think then that is good enough for a start. So here we... oh, wait. Do I want a fresh iron sword? It might not be a bad idea to have a second one. You never know what we might run into down there. Alright, now here we go. Da 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 da. Been a while since we've gone down in the mines. Forgot we had these nice granite stairs going all the way down. Very fancy, very fancy. And then I was thinking, I forget what was off in this direction, but I was thinking we might branch off into this way to go for like our iron or our diamond mine. I know we were kind of lurking for iron and stuff when we went that way before. So let's go this way. Just for, you know, kicks and giggles. There's probably just like some redstone or something. Oh, I have kind of a path going up, it almost looks like, but nope, that must just have been the dead end where like some coal or something was. I don't really remember. And then, let's see. Oop, not that. There we go. We are currently hanging out at Y15. So we're definitely going to want to make our way down. We're shooting for about negative 58, I think, is where diamonds hang out. So we'll just kind of start heading on down. This is basic. Oh, hey, look, lapis already. Not that we really care too much about lapis, but you never know. It's kind of nice to have some of that. Part of the goal of getting diamonds and obsidian is to, like I said, get an enchanting table set up, so you'll need lots of lapis for all of that. And I always feel obligated to grab all this copper, even though I don't necessarily use a whole lot of copper. But yeah, this is basically my plan for the day. Just kind of mine for resources and grab stuff and chat and hang out. So anybody who's able to make it on and has anything to say, feel free to shoot it out in the text or in the chat. Otherwise, I'll probably just start rambling about other nonsense. Let's see. And just for having a little bit more space, we'll drop off our chest right there. That way we can get rid of... Oop, I want the dirt. But get rid of stuff just as we're coming up. Try and last a little bit longer. And I suppose before I go too terribly far, I should maybe make another pickaxe or two, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. And blah. Blah. Well, it's been pretty nice around here lately, though. It's kind of warming up, which is kind of giving that false sense of spring. Of course, anyone who's been paying attention this year, Punxsutawney Phil did say 6 more weeks of winter. That was, 10 days ago now that we had the official from the groundhog. Alright, get, 2 more axes? I guess we'll save our iron axe for when we need to use it on, like, on if we come across our diamonds. But yeah, I guess that was our most recent holiday that just passed that I was aware of anyways. Was good old Groundhog's Day. Always just kind of one of those fun, goofy holidays that just kind of a funny little tradition of what is this random animal decide is going to be our weather for the next 6 weeks or potentially less. I can't remember the last time we got an early spring prediction from Punxsutawney Phil. I feel like he's been seeing his shadow pretty much every year lately. Let's see, we're hitting some deep slate here, which I believe is usually a good sign for diamonds. I wonder if we could make up like a good Minecraft equivalent to Groundhog's Day of something seeing its shadows, like that skeleton comes out and doesn't burn to a crisp, then it means early spring. Ooh, hey, little little opening we've come across here. Well, that's convenient, because that'll hopefully save on some of the digging for a minute. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, gotta find a wall. There we go. Ooh, this is a relatively big little cave here. I guess that was an oxymoron, but big little cave. But I said it anyways. Alright, well, we hit a cave, so we better pull out our sword, because we never know what we might come across down here. Ooh, hey, some redstone. I like coming across that. That looks like all that's kind of in this vicinity, so we'll go ahead and grab our iron pickaxe again. I forget if you actually need an iron one for redstone. I think you do. I think... Oop, don't want to do that. I know after a while you kind of just get enough supplies of like iron and stuff that you just always use that, and so you don't really remember which ones you have to use iron for. Of course, someone who plays significantly more than me is gonna just know those things offhand really well, but... Alright, let's see. Not seeing anything else exciting down this little end. Oh, I better switch back to my sword. You never know what spooky thing might pop out around the corner. Nothing good looking around here. Let's go check out this way first. Ooh, bat. Made me jump. Hey, bat. Are you leading me off in this direction? Is it to riches or is it to a trap? I hope it's riches. Oh, well, there's a skeleton, so at least partially a trap. And wait for it. Coming around the corner. Yeah! Element of surprise. Like, half surprise anyways. Yeah, that's what you get for leading me in the wrong direction. Oh my gosh, I killed it. Only because it got stuck. Alright. A lot of bats around here. Was this actually maybe... Better eat potato, get back to full health. Well, I hear a zombie, so that's already not a great signal. It's always intimidating when you're... Oop. Oh my gosh, the skeleton hit the bat. What a jerk. I wanted to hit the bat. I think he might have killed the bat, too. How often does that happen? Where a skeleton's able to... Alright, got a zomb coming. Yep, we're getting all the spooky, terrible stuff down in this cave. But we haven't... Oh, geez. Death from above. That's the trouble with going caving these days, is you come across all these things. But we've got some iron armor and we've got an iron sword, so we're hopefully equipped enough to handle some of this. Oops, that was not where I wanted that torch. This is just copper. Oh, but there's some iron. Boy, there's all kinds of paths over here. Things I don't want to deal with. Yeah! Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Second one. Yeah. Gonna have to dial back and heal up for a minute. Starting to get kind of ambushed. Might have to give up on this cave zone. There's a few too many openings and stuff keeps dropping down from up there. Eat some more potatoes for some fortitude here. It's exciting going and finding this stuff, but you also got to be careful, because if we die at all, then we got to restart, and that would just be a dang bummer. Oh, am I seeing something moving down here? Or is that just my eyes playing tricks? I think it's just particles. Boy, this really keeps going. Alright, that's the end. Good. So we got that path lit up. course, keeping our torches on a consistent side so that we can find our path back. Of course, we're burning through our torches pretty rapidly here. Alright, I heard a zombie, but we've got at least a little bit of space where I don't think they can crawl through, so we're okay for a second. Get my health back up to, or my food bar back up to complete full. Alright, I think the zombies must be on the other side of the wall then. So they'll just keep freaking me out every 5 seconds when they make their growls, but otherwise I think we're all enclosed. And we did come across some iron. Ooh, even more iron. So that's a nice little find. So we were definitely needing more iron. The weird little iron ingots now. Or iron ores, I should say. Alright. And that's right, there was copper and iron over here. But then this path keeps going. Oh, and this path keeps going. There's a lot of iron over here. I might just have to close off some of these paths, because it's just a little too... Oh, wait, that might be the end of this one. Nice, okay. So we're good there. Ooh, and I am basically out of torches here. I guess we'll make up the rest of the torches that we have, because we're flying through those. Hopefully we'll come across some coal along this route. Alright, steal this delicious, delicious iron that's just hanging out. It's a good thing we brought that second sword, because we have definitely been putting this first one to use. Alright. Probably over-spam the torches around here, but want to make sure we've got a good lit up path and keep stuff from respawning. Not sure how much I should be trusting these bats. Stupid bat. Leading me into all kinds of trouble. Ooh, this is a nice little open cavern, and I'm not seeing any hostile mobs around. Ah, it just keeps going, this whole cave pathway. Ooh, I think I see some coal. Nice. Oh, oh. It is a well-guarded coal deposit, though. Alright, we'll take one on at a time. Hopefully. Yeah, that's right. You shoot the zombie for me. Haha! Getting pretty decent at fighting these guys. I say that, and then something will probably come and just explode in my face. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. But there's so much coal here. Oh, I just want all this coal. Alright, there's a double pathway. Yeah, that's too big to deal with. So this is where the dirt's going to come in handy. We will block off that way. And boy, and this just keeps going. Just never ending. That is a pretty cool thing with one of the, well, I should say recent updates, and I'm sure it's been around for like 10 years at this point. But with the big caves update, how there's just these expansive cave pathways that you can go through. Which is really cool, but it's also really hard to safely traverse things. Because you just want to get to the end of a big cave tunnel and collect your resources, and you just have to keep going, keep going. Oh well, we're getting some good stuff here. We could keep going in either of those directions, but our main goal is to try and get down lower and get to diamonds. So especially since we've been able to get some coal and some iron along here, I think we're going to call this general pathway that we've gone through more or less taken care of. We'll collect the iron that we've come across, and then just go ahead and head back. There might be one or two more little iron spots along this way. I don't remember. We were running around pretty frantic for a minute there, chasing after stuff. Actually, I don't quite remember the way back. Nope, not that way for sure. Okay, there's all this iron that's right here, though, so we definitely got to get all this. Oh, another bat. Trying to guide me off into an ambush again, I bet. Sneaky bats. I don't trust them anymore. Of course, I don't know. They did lead us to all the iron and coal, so, like, kind of helped out. Alright. I believe this, then, should be our way back. Oh. How did I miss this? Fancy. Getting some fancy gold down here. Wasn't expecting any of that yet. What depth are we at? We're at Y of 5, so I figured gold would be a little bit lower than that, but I'll take it. And I did. Oh, it's just glow lichen. Okay, so that was going off, and then there's our pathway back up. I probably better throw a torch back here just to make sure nothing spawns and starts chasing after us. It's always kind of the trick with these big offshoot tunnels, is wondering what might come chasing after you. Alright, I think that we will call good. And boy, I ran through the torches pretty heavily there. Should maybe go just turn the rest of our wood back into sticks, especially since we're so close to the start. That's probably going to be a wise maneuver. Grab this while we're at it. Do 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 do. Then we get just run up our stairs. Our fancy, I have no use for granite stairs. I don't know, maybe granite will grow on me as we keep going, but for the time being, it's just one of those resources I don't quite care about. Let's see, I've got quite a bit of raw iron. I should probably go ahead and get some of that smelting up. Not that I need to use the blast furnace, because, you know, we're going to be gone for a while, so it doesn't really matter, but alright. Have I not gotten any cobbled deep slate yet? I don't think so, now that I'm thinking about it. Not since we started in on the cryptids run anyways. Drop off all of this stuff. We'll want to keep some cobblestone as we're going, but in general we don't really need it. No, you stay in this line. Spread that out so I can just quick drop it in. Okay, we got dirt, we got cobblestone. I'll drop off some of this cobblestone. Oop, that's the dirt box. There. And drop off our zombie flesh so I don't accidentally eat it. Because, you know, I always got to hold on to zombie flesh for no good reason. Alright, grab this. We're not going to have a whole lot of sticks. Boy, I might need to cut down a tree or something too. Hopefully not. Alright, back down we go. Do 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 do. Just hitting the mine. I suppose it's not very nice to hit the mine, but I don't know what else you're going to do with it. I'm swinging at it with a pickaxe anyways. I guess that wasn't a very good joke, but I'm a dad, so I get to make the dad jokes. I guess speaking of being a dad, the toddler's been having some fun little... I don't know if they're necessarily what would count as milestones, but just some new personality developments. There's been some pointing to herself when we ask where she is, which has been a lot of fun. Everybody in the family's been getting a big kick out of that lately. Ooh, yeah, that wasn't too many, was it? So that's been a big fun new trick of hers lately. Also, the really cute new trick has been blowing kisses and waving when we leave, which is just adorable. See, I don't know if those quite count as milestones for like developmentally, but regardless of what you would classify them as, they've been really cute. Now, if she could just quit fighting her diaper changes, that would be a nice little change of pace. It's astounding how strong someone who only weighs 20 so pounds can be, just completely... Oh, whoops. Gonna regret that, aren't I? Just completely resisting getting a diaper swapped out. Arching her back and swinging herself all around. It's good muscle toning for sure, but really makes a difficult process for mom and dad. Boy, this cobbled deep slate is a pain in the butt to dig through. Better be just full of diamonds down here. Make it all worth it. Where are we at? We are now at -6. Alright. So we've got a ways to go until we're in prime diamond territory. Been having some good flashback, or I don't know, not flashback, that's not quite the blast from the past. Yeah, probably blast from the past movie sessions lately. We watched in our trek to watch every Nicolas Cage movie. We watched When Peggy Sue Got Married, and that was not at all what I was expecting it to be. I don't know what I was expecting it to be, but that was not the movie I was expecting. I don't know if anyone else out there's watching right now or watching later has seen it, but it ends up being like a kind of time travel movie, where in the first 5 minutes, the main actress ends up going back into high school, so kind of following like, you know, the movie Big or 13 Going on 30, I think was the more modern version of that. Kind of that idea of like just suddenly transporting back. It wasn't quite Back to the Future style, because it wasn't like it was her past. It wasn't going back before she was born. But yeah, I was not expecting that to be what the movie was about, especially the description being like woman, recently divorced woman going to her high school reunion, and yeah, I don't know. It was fun though. It was a very, I don't know, not quite wacky, but just kind of a different movie. Definitely fit the styles of movies from when it was made. It was like a 86 or something movie. Um, so just kind of a lot of those classic moments that you'd expect from an 80s movie. So a lot of fun. Definitely definitely recommend. The funniest part about it though was so Nicolas Cage is like one of the main actors. He's not the main actor, but actress. Um, but he's definitely the big part of it. He's the love interest, and I assume it was out of an effort to help with the de aging. He speaks through his nose for the entire movie. Um, and the funny thing I was saying to my wife is like, it could be that he was either doing it as a, well, this is how I de-age myself, or like I remember back in high school, always speaking in weird voices because I thought it was hilarious, and he's supposed to be kind of a goofy comic guy, so maybe that's just his part of his character is that he was, as a high schooler, always spoke through his nose because he thought it was really funny. Who knows? It's Nicolas Cage, so you're always left wondering. But yeah, it was just kind of a fun little. I think we watched that on Friday night. Yeah, fun little Friday night ride there. Oh, I'm hearing a zombie. Something. We're coming up on something here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and split a couple of these just so they stop coming into my hand inventory. Gonna need to make another pick along here sometime soon too. Another, I don't think you would count it as a classic, but another older movie that we watched recently was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, the thing that started off the whole TV show. Which what I didn't realize was that the movie was also made by Joss Whedon. I thought that he just kind of saw the movie and then or was asked from making the movie to adapt it into a TV show or whatever, but it was actually the movie was his project too. But it was just kind of funny. My wife and I were sitting there like, boy, and they decided to make a TV show off of this. It's got Pee Wee Herman in it as one of the vampires, and like he keeps trying to be funny, but all of his scenes are very serious scenes, but then because he's being funny, they aren't anymore. And like, I don't know, it just, the scenes jump around and a lot of stuff isn't explained, where it's like, well, because I saw the TV show, I know how this stuff works. Oh yeah, yeah. There was the movie that kicked it all off. Which, yes, it has also spurred us being like, well, we should rewatch the series. So yeah, just very funny. How far are you on watching the series right now? Did you just get a restart going, or are you a little ways along? Oh, got a zombie here. Bah, can't get him. Let's see, we gotta find a safe way down here. I guess we could just make our own stairs going. Put back some of that cobbled deep slate that we've been using. I want it to be one low. Oops, not that axe. Can I get... Yep, there we go. Good. Oh, that's right. I do have a bow, don't I? Thank you for the comments reminding me I have a bow. I will swing it at this zombie. No. Aha! There's a hit. Season 3 is a good spot to be at with the Buffy rewatch. I feel like Season 3, Season 4, kind of whenever you're in those middle seasons of a series, it always just feels like you're really hitting some good stuff. The show's finally picking up its stride, and you just start getting those memorable moments, and it's before it's been going on forever, so it's still good and fresh. Which thankfully I think Buffy realized that they were getting to a point of needing to move things along. Um, they ended. I want to say that it's a season series. I felt Buffy ended just on time. All right, I think that's it for hostile things right at the moment. Ooh, and I'm seeing some stuff over there, so good. We'll get this going. I probably better flip a torch up here and there. Ooh, this is a big open space we just stumbled on. Gonna have to swap out my sword soon too. We might have to close in. What keeps activating that? Something's activating that redstone. I don't like that. But I don't see anything. Well, this is a pretty large space, so I'm going to close stuff off because I don't want to have to deal with any surprises while we're trying to mine. So we'll close that off. And this is kind of where we're digging, so I guess we'll... Oh, that's a pretty stone. I haven't seen... Don't know that I've noticed one of those before. Oh. Oh, it's just the glow lichen. Glow lichen on deep slate. Alright, we'll go ahead and close this area off. I always like having big dirt blobs because then it's a reminder of areas I can head to later. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of podcasts out there that go through each episode of Buffy and things. I'm sure there's a podcast for probably every TV show out there, in all honesty. What actually kind of spurred my wife and I watching the Buffy movie, a coworker was telling me how there's a podcast where one person who has never seen Gilmore Girls and one person who has never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer get together and like each one watches the other and like they watch them simultaneously because both are like a 7-season show. So that kind of sounded like a fun series. I think my coworker said that they're on like season 6 or something of both shows, so it's kind of starting to wrap up, and they're already discussing what shows they might watch simultaneously next. But just sounded like a goofy podcast there. So that was kind of what spurred us to go and watch the movie. Was we were talking about how much we enjoyed the Buffy TV show, and they're like, neither of us have seen the movie before. We better watch that sometime. I haven't seen or listened to any of that podcast myself, but it did sound like a good time. And my coworker really appreciates the quality of it. So by all means, if anyone wants to go check that out, I think it was Buffy the Gilmore Slayer or something was what it was called. All right, what kind of stone is this? Tough. It wasn't that tough. I mean, yeah, I used my axe on it, but whatever. Ooh, I think I'm seeing a lava particle. Oh, is that a dripping lava particle? Does Tough hang out around lava? I don't know why I'm collecting this, but it's kind of pretty and fun looking. So I might try building something with this Tough. Who knows? That's kind of the thing when you come across a fun resource, you just kind of got to collect a little bit of it and see what you want to work with. And hopefully someday I'll remember to come down here and get more if I ever decide I do like it enough. Alright, we're kind of running out of dirt, aren't we? So we'll go ahead and continue our staircase. There, now we can get back up. And where are we at anyways? Better double check. We are now at y of negative 24, so we're getting closer, but we still have quite a ways to go in all honesty, till we're in good proper diamond territory. I think though if I remember right, like diamonds are... No, don't want to hold that while I'm trying to eat a potato. Come on now. Why won't it let me eat my potato? I want to eat this potato. Am I just full health? I might just be full health. I didn't think I was, but it's not letting me eat it, so I must be. I'll put this gold up there. Yeah, get rid of this raw flesh because I don't want to accidentally be eating that. Cobbled deep slate, wasn't I? Oh no, I pulled that down to use. That's right. Alright. Continuing in this direction. Because I'm probably gonna dig through that wall a little bit. Yep, okay, good. Our little stair path is looking good. Still just chuckling to myself that took me so long to... Ooh, hey, nice, some iron. That I couldn't even think to use my bow by myself. I had to get some help from the chat there, which thanks for that, because I probably would have had an embarrassing long amount of time before I would have maybe even thought to use it. I probably just wouldn't have thought to use it myself. That is the one trouble with coming from always playing on... I don't think it's called pacifist mode. What's the... Peaceful mode, there you go. From always playing on peaceful mode in the past is that I forget to use things like swords and bows. And to feed myself. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of in Minecraft. Just digging through this deep slate. If I didn't need to keep a pathway for my head to have a good space, it wouldn't have to make quite such a big tunnel, but oh well, here we are. And unfortunately, unless we come across some wood soon, we're gonna... Oh, and I used all my sticks for making these torches, so... Yeah, so we're gonna have to go back up top and get some logs unless we come across an abandoned mine shaft. Nope. That was it. I could use my iron pickaxe, but I really need to kind of save that for when we come across resources that absolutely need it. Oh man, I feel like I've been digging for so long, but that's how quickly we got back up to the top. Yeesh. Yeah, I've just got this one. So, yep, we're gonna have to go run up top and... Wait. Am I running right now? Nope. Now I am. There we go. Run back up top and get some logs so we can get some sticks so we can keep some axes and such going. Oh, hey, it's raining. And I forget, do we have... Okay, good. We at least have a stone axe on us. Boy, we have so much cobbled deep slate. I guess we'll just huck it all in here for now, and then some other time off stream I'll have to go and organize our stones and such again that we've been collecting. We've really just been getting a lot of granite. I was hoping we get a little bit more like that andesite and stuff like that, but oh well, that's okay. We'll use whatever kind of building material we're able to come across. And actually I can go drop that off in the smelter. And we'll keep a little bit of cobblestone for tools. Okay. I wish you could turn cobbled deep slate into tools. I don't think that's a thing you can do. But that would be neat. Alright, look at all those delicious, delicious iron ingots. Go ahead and drop those off in our iron ingot spot. We'll be enjoying having those later, especially because I'd like to get some more lanterns for decorative lighting around the place. It's nicer to have those kinds of decorations than just torches all over in the places we want to look nice at least. And I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter which tree we chop down. We could maybe go after a tree that we might want just cut down in general. And is it getting late out? Maybe not. Oh, I should eat a potato. That sprint up the stairs really went through my stamina. Alright, maybe get 2 trees worth of wood and then call that good. There'll probably be plenty for what we need for going through the mines. Wait, I'm not hitting... Oh, dang, I was hitting that one. And yoop. I think there's another oak over here, which just makes it easier with the saplings. The little oak trees are just so puny around here. And yoop. Beep. Good to go. I do have to say, the one nice thing about, well, not the one nice thing, but one of the nice things about being down in the mines is that you don't really have to worry about daytime, nighttime cycles and stuff. Alright, so we will go ahead and head back down, and then we'll put up that crafting table to make some tools to keep cruising and keep going deeper and deeper looking for some diamonds. But yeah, it's nice not having to sleep. I do wish that there was like something that kind of triggered a need for sleep when you were down in like the mines and stuff. I know like Overworld and all that, you have to deal with phantoms showing up. I wouldn't really want like a bunch of hostile mobs, just because frankly that is kind of annoying to always have to be watching out for those. But having like, I don't know, just some sort of effect. Oh, dang it, I forgot I brought my axe with. Some sort of effect where like if you didn't sleep every now and again, you mined slower or something like that. Just some motivation to have to bring a bed along with where you go. I don't know, maybe that isn't a great mechanic to have. Maybe that would just be too annoying for too many people, but you know, that was kind of the nice thing about the addition of the phantoms, was it did kind of punish not sleeping. So anyways, just some thoughts. Definitely doesn't have to go into effect, you know. There's a lot of things already going on in Minecraft all the time. Like, when you really stop and think about how many components there are to this game that you can just keep doing, like, it's kind of baffling. And then, of course, there's all the mod packs that people have where, you know, it'll do all kinds of stuff. I've seen lots of ones where, like, now it's a Pokemon that you're playing in, or like a Star Wars mod, and, you know, just all these kind of different things coming across. And it's just crazy what people come up with. I don't know if there's more mods for Minecraft these days or back when I had used to be playing, because I remember back when I'd first started playing, I think it was just Java Edition, and because it was written in Java, it was like really easy to break open into the source code, and so that was why there were so many mods back then. And there were things like the Skyblock mod and things like that, and so I remember that was why there were a lot of mods back in the day. I don't know. Well, but it's so popular right now again. So I'm sure there's plenty of mods, and people are doing it through maybe slightly more official means than just hacking into the game essentially and creating whatever they wanted. Oh, this must be 1 o'clock. I got a signal from Marvel Snap that it's time to go do more missions. It's definitely been something I've been kind of hooked on lately too. Pretty fun time if anyone likes trading card games and on their mobile devices. It very Marvel themed type game. A lot of fun. Kind of nice just having something like that when you need a little 5-minute break here and there. And that is the thing, is the matches are like 5 minutes long, so it's really easy to just kind of hop on, do a quick game, and then keep moving along. Also a good signal that's 1 o'clock, so that means toddler has been in the nap for about an hour. About an hour since I put her down. Closer to like 40 minutes since she actually fell asleep. But that is usually a signal then that she could wake up again at any moment. Like I said earlier though, hopefully she'll sleep like another hour, because she's kind of been having short naps lately. I really just want her to get a good nap in, because she really seems to do better throughout the rest of the day, if she can get in that good middle of the day nap. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We think she's got some 2 teeth coming in again, so that always throws the whole schedule off. Nice. Well, we're getting a lot of redstone, which is definitely kind of nice. Not that I know what to do with redstone really, but hopefully we'll be able to experiment with that somewhat down the line. And at least from what I always remembered, is that once you start kind of hitting the redstone, diamonds aren't far, which we're probably somewhere in the negative 30s by now. So we're getting close to diamond territory, but we've still got a little ways. Yeah, shucks, this whole stream might just end up me digging through Deep Slate trying to get 2 diamonds, not even finding any. We did get some good cave exploration though, and maybe we'll have to stumble across another cave and have to deal with some zombies and skellies again. My big fear is that we keep digging down and come across like a deep dark, I think they're called. Which those were, what, the update before this one or something like that? Maybe even the most recent update. And they just sound terrible. I've seen in other streams people going down in there and having to deal with the wardens and just all the terrible things in the really deep dark areas. Which, lots of cool treasures to come across, but definitely above our current equipment grade. That's why we gotta get some diamonds first. Then we can go do terrible things like the deep dark. Ooh, getting some background music in, that's good. But also maybe terrifying. All right, negative. Ooh, negative 46. Okay, we're getting pretty close then to where we're targeting. Again, we're trying to get kind of the. Is this gravel? This might be gravel. Yep, that is indeed gravel. Okay, so we got some gravel around us. Which, if we have a bunch of it, it's going to be pretty easy to clear out, but a lot easier than the deep slate, that's for sure. Dupe. There we go. I love that trick. Just dropping down the torch, and now you got your whole path cleared out for you. Let's see if I can read this recent chat. Hopefully I said that right. Very good point, though. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess there was a accidental dropping of something on a keyboard there. That, or maybe it's a secret password to get into the even better mining areas that we're trying to get to. Old style video game passcodes. Type in 25 random digits and suddenly you have like 40 diamonds in your inventory. It was always fun looking those up online too as a kid, and you'd get like, I remember like there was a basketball game we'd play and you could type like big head, and now suddenly everybody's running around the court and their heads is, you know, as big as the rest of their body, and just stuff like that. I don't know if they have cheat codes like that in very many video games anymore. It was such a gimmick that they did for so long, but it was usually just some sort of aesthetic gimmick. Unlike Age of Empires, where you'd type in like, oh, I think Robin Hood was one of the things you'd type in, and you'd get like 1,000 gold every time you did, and you could just keep typing it again and again and again, and just, you know, get infinite money that way and stuff like that. I think there was also a way to get like a race car in Age of Empires by typing in like vroom vroom or something like that. Alright, always gotta be careful when you let some granite drop down like that, just in case there's some lava or something up overhead, but we're in the clear. Let's see, we are now negative 52. Okay, we're getting real close to our target zone, which hopefully will mean diamonds. Diamond after diamond. Because we really could use some equipment upgrades, and diamonds are pretty much the only way to do that, because even if we don't go for diamonds themselves, like getting diamond armor and diamond gear, just being able to enchant stuff, which I think we do have like maybe 1 diamond sitting around in our inventory that we found in a buried treasure chest. I want to say we've got that floating around somewhere, but obviously 1 diamond isn't going to get us too far. Alright, some more lapis, that's always fancy. Okay. We are getting a nice little staircase mine shaft going here, though. Always fun looking up and just being like, ooh, there's our big tunnel we just dug. That was what I always liked with playing back in the day. I'd just get a giant tunnel going, and then you could look back, and it just look like it's going on forever. Just kind of an infinite tunnel behind you. I don't know how many hours I put into that tunnel, but whoo-wee, it quite a few. Probably an embarrassingly high amount. All right, negative 56. So I think we are actually at negative 56. We're technically in diamond territory. I think I was seeing that 58, 59 is the absolute ideal. So we'll go down another one. That's negative 58. And then here is negative 59. So cool. So we made it down as low as we wanted to go. And so essentially we'll just kind of now get a tunnel going and hopefully come across diamond after diamond after diamond. If we can at least get, I don't know, 3 diamonds, I'd call that pretty successful, because getting a diamond pickaxe is probably my biggest goal with things. Oh, well shucks, that's what you call it? The impenetrable stuff. I forget the actual name for it, but the impenetrable stuff for the bottom of the world, that there actually apparently is some way to break through, but I think you gotta kind of be a Minecraft genius to actually break through it. It's beyond my pay grade, that's for sure. All right, let's see, this crafting table, do we maybe want to set up here as like kind of our reminder of base camp? Bedrock, thank you. I knew it was something simple like that, and I just could not think of it. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we'll maybe, rather than making it a 3-high tunnel, just make it like a 2-high. And I know more efficiently you would do like a just 2 wide, but I don't know, I like having a little bit of space in my tunnels. All right, diamonds, where are you at? I need some tasty, tasty diamonds. Which I guess I didn't realize we were at bedrock. I thought that was deeper yet, but I don't know, I guess there we are. Which I suppose if we do keep hitting bedrock, anything lower than the floor, we might have to move up a stage or 2 just for more easy mining. But yeah, we'll play it by ear. And if anyone knows of a better mining spot than this, by all means shout at me, because I'm not 100% sure where the best spot is, but well, I don't know how to feel about being called a good boy there. Kinda like I'm being called a dog. No, I'm sure it was meant very positively. Alright, let's see. Always want to make sure, too, that we aren't accidentally leaving something on the walls when we're in the dark. I know I've definitely done that in the past. Depending on the contrast on the screen, you might not notice something that was sitting right there and is exactly what you were looking for. Of course, all this cobbled deep slate is pretty easy to differentiate around. Kind of reminds me of when we were digging back before we started the cryptid theme. We were just kind of tunneling around our very starter base, and what it was like, I had to go around the right corner, and I had been going around the left corner this whole time. But then as soon as we went around the right corner, we found a whole bunch of diamonds. So hopefully I didn't do something like that. I'm actually off in the right direction. Oh, sounds good. Thanks for coming along. I'll keep being on for a little while looking for diamonds while the toddler is asleep, but hopefully we come across something. Definitely appreciate the good vibes. Do 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 do. All right. There's got to be a diamond around here somewhere, right? Like, any second now, we're going to come across one. I feel like that's got to be the case. I'm going to be really disappointed if it isn't. Feel like when I was reading the thing, it said, you know, the prime mining area for diamonds is around this depth, and, you know, in my mind I was like, oh, okay, good, so I'll be coming across one like every 5 blocks or something. Should know better than that. I forget if diamonds are supposed to be harder or easier to come across these days than they used to be. I think it's more that they just keep changing the depth that they're at. I don't know. Oh, am I hearing something in the distance? A grumbling of some sort of monster? Hopefully not. I don't want to deal with any of those. Just leave me alone to my tunnels, you zombs. I don't even know if stuff necessarily can spawn anymore once you get low enough. I think that's maybe a thing where certain mobs stop spawning below a certain height. I don't know. Or maybe caves just stop spawning below a certain point, and so that kind of cuts things down. You only have so much room in your memory for keeping track of all this kind of stuff. And dang, school goes and fills it up with all this other kinds of knowledge. I don't need to know things like algebra. I just need to know which level to go and get my diamonds at. Nah. Definitely miss the days of algebra. Those were always some fun times in school. I always liked the puzzle of figuring out, you know, what x equals and that sort of thing. Oh, hey, cobble deep slate can be used. Nice. Oh, and that was the end of my sticks. That's what was clicking. Yeah, we'll call that good. It's probably just always been a big thing, though, is having the puzzles. Big reason I've always liked a lot of different video games is the puzzle of it all. So you know, algebra, and maybe not as exciting as playing Mario or Zelda or something, but still getting those puzzles going. Well, let's see, what else is going on? I think I was still reading Assassin's Apprentice back back when I did my last stream a couple of weeks ago. Finished that. Pretty good. Definitely excited for the rest of the books in the series. It is a trilogy, and thankfully is a completed trilogy. I've made that mistake plenty of times of starting in on a series as it's currently running, and then you have to sit there and wait for the next book to come out. But thankfully this one is completely done, so I can just keep plowing through. Which unfortunately, the book 2, for whatever reason, has been out of stock at Amazon and like at bookstores. I don't know if that's a sign that the book series is so bad that nobody wants to restock it, or if it's so good that they can't keep it on the shelves. Getting book 1 and book 3 in the series are both easy, but book 2 for some reason has been difficult. I would imagine it's more of a it flies off of the shelves kind of thing, because it's really been quite a fun series to read. Well, I say that after just reading book 1, but book 1 was a lot of fun. And as soon as I can get my hands on book 2, hopefully that'll also be a lot of fun. Alright, well, we got some redstone again. Why can't you be diamonds? Really shouldn't be digging overhead like this too much, but what do you do? If some lava starts falling, we'll just have something to jump around past. Otherwise, in the meantime, I've started another book, which, let's see, what is it called? Little Thieves? I want to say Little Thieves is the title. It's at least something to do about Little Thieves, which is like a retelling of the Goose Girl, I think, is the original story. Some old, traditional German fairy tale or something like that. Not a story I'm particularly familiar with, but I think the general gist being some, princess is duped out of her kingdom by some enchantment of some sort, and ooh, that was an ominous whoosh. So the book I'm reading, anyways, is like a retelling of the after the story from the perspective of the person who steals the princess's kingdom, steals her identity, I think is how it all fits in. I probably should read the original fairy tale and then it'll all kind of make more sense, but it's, I don't know, it's been working out on its own as a standalone, so I guess I'm not missing too terrible much. I'm only on like chapter 4, I want to say, so got quite a ways to go with it, but I don't know, it's been interesting enough. Holding my attention. Is that different? No, my eyes are probably just going cross because I've been looking at so many of them. Well, from a nap time perspective, this has been a good success. Because the little miss has definitely been needing some good naps and seems to be getting it in. Oh, I don't know how I haven't brought this up yet, but apparently there's a big football game or something going on later today. Got the Super Bowl later this afternoon. Not that I'm ever like particularly excited for the Super Bowl anymore, but it's always fun to tune in and watch some teams I don't care about play. Seems like it's always the same 3 teams at the Super Bowl these days, and it's always going to be basically just a back and forth of whoever's able to, make basically go first is who's gonna end up winning. But the commercials are always a good time to watch. And it's an excuse to, you know, have a little party, eat some terrible for you food. I know we've got hamburgers and pizza rolls on our docket for our dinner tonight. So if nothing else, it's at least good for that. I remember as a kid, the first Super Bowl I remember, it was the Packers versus somebody else. And I remember thinking that the Super Bowl just was always like the Packers played. Which, you know, they did get the very first Super Bowl, I believe, was won by the Packers. And so I just, as a kid, I just always had this impression that it was always the sports game where the Packers played and won, that they always had to win it too. Because I believe they did win that year that we were watching. I think if I remember right, the Packers have always won a Super Bowl when they've gone. I could be wrong with that. I do not know sports statistics very well, but I just always remember thinking that as a kid, and then like the next year when we were watching the Super Bowl, just being kind of dumbfounded, like, wait, why aren't the Packers playing right now? So it was just always kind of a funny thing. Took me a while to wrap my head around it. Just assumed it wasn't actually the Super Bowl then, because the Packers weren't playing. Well, I think the internet may have lied to me, saying that this is the best spot to be looking for diamonds, because we have yet to come across a single diamond. And if this is really the best rate of coming across diamonds, then oh boy, they are a lot harder to get than I realized. Is that more tough? That is more tough. At least the tough is easier to dig through. Oh, the tough is so much easier to dig through after digging through all that deep slate. We're just flying through this stuff. It's called tough, but it's like we're digging through sand or something. You know, kind of the unfortunate thing here is we're probably going to run out of coal before we, and thus torches, before we come across any diamonds. We might have to mine up at a higher level just to get coal to do that. Or we might have to make some charcoal. I think you can basically just burn full logs. Not that they have a great, fast, easy way to get some trees, but there we go. And back at the cobbled deep slate. Boo. So much slower digging through. Well, I am beginning to think that I was lied to on the internet about this being the best spot to be searching. Might have to double check my phone or something, see if there's a level I should be trying instead of the -59 here. There's probably also several opinions on where the best spot is, but who knows how credible those are. We keep coming across redstone, which redstone's nice and everything, but not a resource that I really need this much of. Of course, who knows? Maybe this is just my signal to give up on trying to find diamonds and just make a bunch of weird redstone things. Maybe I could look up some sort of a redstone auto miner. Yeah, that's way above my capabilities. I don't even necessarily know how to put together a distance redstone door. Pretty sure I said this in the last stream, but I would really love to learn some redstone down the line. It's basically just like electrical inputs, understanding that sort of thing. Off and on switches. Uh-oh. I might be hearing a toddler in the distance. Oh, yep, I am definitely hearing a toddler off in the distance. So it looks like we have reached the end of our Naptime stream. Unfortunately, it did not result in diamonds, but did result in a really long tunnel. And, you know, we got some other resources and things. But hey, actually, I'm pretty much full on resources, so we're going to have to take care of that pretty soon anyways. So, anyways, thanks for coming along during nap time and hanging out. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get our end result, but we did get a good nap in, so as the dad, I appreciate that aspect anyways. So thanks for coming along and hanging out. This has been Crake and Bake, where I definitely know what I'm doing. You can tell by the success of my diamond hunt that I definitely know what I'm doing. And who knows, maybe I'll just search for diamonds off stream so that you don't have to watch me dig a big hole for quite so long next time, and we can do a little bit more fun. Anyways, hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Digging a hole, digging a hole, digging. Wait. Diamonds? Diamonds? Yes! Yes! Yes, diamonds! Oh, diamonds, diamonds, diamonds! Alright, how many we got? How many we got? Just one diamond? 9 diamonds? We got 9 diamonds? Oh, we got at least 2. Oh, it might just be 2. I'm only seeing 2. Come on, more than 2. More than 2. More than... Yes! Yes! Oh, there we got at least 6 of them. Yes! Oh, I've been digging so long. Yes! Yes! Oh, diamond, diamond, diamond. Oh my gosh, and there's 2 more! Yes! Ah, so many diamonds. So many diamonds. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Are we getting 9? Are we getting a full 9? I will take 8. We didn't get a full 9, but I am taking 8 diamonds. Hours of digging, 8 diamonds. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's about time. It's about time. Well, that just goes to show you. You dig in a hole, in a dark, boring hole for hours, you still walk away with 8 diamonds. Yeah.